हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू स्टेनो आर्मी यूट्यूब चैनल। सो गाइस, आज हम लोग करने वाले हैं 140 WPM पर इंग्लिश का एक जनरल मैटर का डिक्टेशन। इस डिक्टेशन की PDF आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएगी, तो आप उसको वहाँ से चेकआउट कर लीजिए। और हमारे चैनल पर आपको 140 WPM की इंग्लिश की पूरी प्लेलिस्ट मिलेगी, तो इस डिक्टेशन के बाद में आप उनको भी ले लीजिएगा। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। गेट रेडी, 3, 2, 1 स्टार्ट। The spread of COVID-19 has sent shockwaves across the globe. The public health crisis, unprecedented in our lifetimes, has caused severe human suffering and loss of life. The exponential rise in infected patients and the dramatic consequences of serious cases of the disease have overwhelmed hospitals and health professionals and put significant strain on the health sector. As governments grappled with the spread of disease by closing down entire economic sectors and imposing widespread restrictions on mobility, the sanitary crisis evolved into a major economic crisis which is expected to burden societies for years to come. According to OECD's latest economic outlook, even the most optimistic scenarios predict a brutal recession. Even if a second wave of infections is avoided, global economic activity is expected to fall by 6% in 2020, with average unemployment in OECD countries climbing to 9.2% from 5.4% in 2019. In the event of a second large-scale outbreak triggering a return to lockdown, the situation would be worse. All this has implications for education, which depends on tax money, but which is also the key to tomorrow's tax income. Decisions concerning budget allocations to various sectors, including education, healthcare, social security, and defense, depend on countries' priorities and the prevalence of private provision of these services. Education is an area in which all governments intervene to fund, direct, or regulate the provisions of services. As there is no guarantee that markets will provide equitable access to educational opportunities, government funding of educational services is needed to ensure that education is not beyond the reach of some members of society. In 2017, total public expenditure on primary to tertiary education as a percentage of total government expenditure was 11% on average across OECD countries. However, this share varies according OECD and partner countries, ranging from around 7% in Greece to around 7% in Chile. However, government funding on education often fluctuates in response to external shocks as government reprioritize investments. The slowdown of economic growth associated with the spread of the virus may affect the availability of public funding for education in OECD and partner countries as tax income declines and emergency funds are funneled into supporting increasing healthcare and welfare costs. Economic crises have put pressure on public budgets in the past. In some countries, this has led to reductions in public funding for education, while cross-country comparisons do not show a strong relationship between spending on education and educational outcomes across OECD countries due to significant differences in the productivity of education systems. Reducing spending without improving productivity is likely to negatively affect the quality of education. It may take a few years to see the effect of a crisis on education funding. In the aftermath of the last financial crisis, despite severe budget cuts in all OECD countries, the majority continued to increase public spending on education between 2008 and 2009, with the first signs of a slowdown only appeared in 2010 as austerity measures imposed cuts on education budgets in about one-third of OECD countries. However, the current crisis may affect education budgets more quickly as public revenues decline sharply and governments review the prioritization of education in national budgets. Forecasts predict that the pandemic will lead to slower growth in government spending in the coming year, and that if the share of government spending devoted to education were to remain unchanged, education spending would continue to grow but at significantly lower rates than before the pandemic. In the short term, country has implemented immediate financial measures to support students and education systems in coping disruptions and economic impact of school and university closures. Examples include the Higher Education Relief Package launched in April 2020 by the Australian government, which provided funding to Australians who have been displaced as a result of the COVID-19 crisis and who were looking to improve their skills or retrain. The package reduced the cost of taking short online courses, provided exemptions from loan fees for domestic students for a period of 6 months starting in May, and guaranteed funding for domestic students and even if enrollments dropped. The launch of the Canada Emergency Student Benefit announced in April 2020, which seek to provide financial support to post-secondary students and recent high school graduates who are unable to find work due to COVID-19 over the summer months. सो गाइस, ये था आज का हमारा डिक्टेशन। अब इस डिक्टेशन को आप अच्छे से ट्रांसक्राइब करिए और अपनी गलतियों को चेक करिए और डिस्क्रिप्शन से पीडीएफ को देख लीजिए, वहाँ से आपको अपनी गलतियाँ दिख जाएगी। और इसके बाद में आप जो प्लेलिस्ट के डिक्टेशंस हैं उनको भी ले लीजिए। तब तक के लिए थैंक यू एवरीवन एंड गुड बाय।